Greetings and thank you for joining us for yet another video update on XRP. When compared to the previous pattern, XRP remains on the larger time frame in the exact same manner. At this time, there is no indication that anything is broken or that anything is changing. At the present, this modification is so subtle that it is almost impossible to notice. While we are still higher than we were a little earlier this month, when the price targeted and tested the $1.96 levels overall, XRP has also moved higher over the past few days, so we are still higher than we were. At least for the time being, I only consider the present price action and volatility over the course of the FAT day as a consolidation of lower prices. According to the bigger time frame, the concept is that we should continue to rise higher in Circle Wave 3 here. Clearly, the correction has not yet been completed, and it is quite likely that we are currently in the midst of a correction within Circle Wave 3. According to the Fibonacci sequence, the prerequisites for Circle Wave 3 have now been satisfied. As was suggested in the previous few days, however, depending on the microstructure, we might get another pattern with 4 or 5 elements. Therefore, the general upward tendency is still quite strong. There is a possibility that the Wave 4 reached its lowest point in the blue count in the year 2020. Additionally, this is an ABC structure that began in the year 2020 and will continue to the upside. As for the structure, we do have an ABC structure. In addition, the C wave is a diagonal that winds down. Yes, the third wave of the circle is still developing in this particular instance. It is thus expected that we will obtain another 4-5 pattern. Perhaps a count that is little less bullish, if we may use that term, the yellow count, where this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the yellow count. In addition, there is the possibility that we could move higher and possibly in a more direct manner. It appears that there is no indication that a significant top has developed in any of these wave counts. Now let's take a look at the more condensed section of time. On the other hand, we are experiencing some aberrations here. On the other hand, if we take a step back, there is nothing significant. Our position is still within the range. This minor shift, which I mentioned a few days ago, caused the price to react this way. It is not something that should be considered new, because it has previously been on the chart in the most recent few videos. One can find it between 264 and 276. The area is often considered to be a resistance area for a B wave. In this case, we are dealing with a handful of possibilities, or more accurately, to be more precise, 3 wave counts. Given the blue situation, we may say that we have already finished the third wave, and we have also finished the fourth wave. We are currently building something similar to this here, and all of that is just happening inside. On the other hand, this move up would have to be a diagonal that ends in a diagonal. My opinion is that this wave count in blue does not have a high chance. When we first examined this possibility, we thought that perhaps this was the first wave. The second wave was located somewhere in this area. However, it was necessary for it to maintain the low swing of the final wave, which it did not do. Consequently, this would be the next best option from a bullish point of view. Nevertheless, you should be aware that this rise up is exceedingly, quite simply, extremely choppy. With that being said, the move up would most likely have to be a diagonal ending move. Therefore, make sure to keep an eye on it. If we are able to maintain our position above the swing low that was made on December 10th at $1.90, then there is a possibility that we may be able to make a more direct breakout to the upside. The white count, which was already exceeded by a B wave, is another factor to consider. If I may inquire, in this particular instance, we just have an A wave down, and not all of Wave 4. The completion of Wave 4 will not occur until Wave C has been completed. Is it A, B, or C? Considering that the rally was quite corrective, I am able to take that into consideration. Is it correct that this does not yet point to the fact that a significant breakthrough is taking place? Furthermore, despite the fact that the 3 waves have moved upwards and downwards, I am unable to declare this C wave to be finished at this time. Furthermore, in this particular scenario, this wave count would almost certainly become the leading count and be validated. In the event that the price breaks below that level, the $1.90 level is the target. Nevertheless, the triangular pattern is a third choice that can be considered a possibility. You might want to take it into consideration if the price continues to produce lower highs and higher lows. At this point, I would argue that it is something that XRP has done in the most recent weeks. Once more, without a doubt, I do not really have a triangular pattern that is extremely evident here. Although it is not visible to the naked eye, there are 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and 3 waves down. It is possible that it might slide down a little bit further while yet maintaining a corrective appearance. After that, it creates a higher low and a lower high that are both lower in value. From this point onward, we will simply expand a little bit to the side. We prefer to work with triangles. In such a scenario, the price would merely fluctuate several more times, both upwards and downwards. In the sideways range, we will develop a few more structures that are of an ascending and descending kind. What I mean is that, in essence, that is what we are dealing with. We are moving in a range that is from side to side. In addition, I can tell you that I do not yet have any evidence to support the notion that we are currently seeing an upward breakout. Is that correct? It appears to me at the moment that this is nothing more than a sideways range, or more specifically, it appears to me at the moment to be a usual sideways consolidation prior to another run upward. But we shouldn't take, or let's say we shouldn't put too much focus on short-term volatility around Fed Day. This is something that we should avoid doing. Consequently, it is clear that we made a decision regarding the interest rate, and it is recommended that we wait until the market has settled down a little bit before drawing any conclusions about the market as a whole. Quite a few things took place in the range of possibilities. We will therefore continue our search for patterns with a high probability. I will, of course, let you know about anything that comes to my attention, such as a 1-2 configuration that is based on an impulse, or if we obtain additional clarification regarding the triangle. Okay, that wraps up the latest information regarding XRP. I hope the update was enjoyable for you. If you did, I would appreciate it if you made a remark and clicked the like button. You should also subscribe. And if you find the content to be very appealing, you should consider becoming a member of the channel. You can also check out our channel page if you are interested in the membership, if you are searching for it. There is a video that provides an explanation of the membership. You will receive videos that are just for members. Additionally, as a gold member, you will have access to our Sunday live streams, and you will also have access to our Discord server, which has a great deal of additional